Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can laugh. Welcome, Yo Bro Nation. I'm Zach. Look, with everything that's going on with Crown Jewel and the people who aren't doing it versus the people who are doing it, and I'm probably gonna be one of the last people to put this up. Not that it probably matters to a lot of people, anyways. I'm doing my Crown Jewel preview and predictions. Of course, I am Zach. JD's not here. JD has his picks, and as I did last time, I will give everyone who JD was picking to win what. Some of it changed with the changes that they made to the tournament to crown the best in the world, which I'll get to here in a moment. But before I get to all that, I do want to thank everybody who went out this past weekend during Evolution and supported the channel, who supported all our videos that led up to Halloween this week. Thank you, every bit of you, every one of you. Thank you guys, seriously. It's awesome. We're getting subscribers coming into the channel. I see today and tomorrow and Saturday as big days that are going to do that even more, because as some fellow YouTubers have pointed out, with the lack of coverage for Crown Jewel that's going to be happening, especially for channels like my own, we're probably going to get more eyes on the channel this weekend because of Crown Jewel. I mean, with Evolution and everyone covering that, I had well over 300 live views during the reactions video and a little over 100 for the actual full-on review. So really, though, thank all of you guys. Really, it's awesome that you all came. And if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, and you guys can go on this journey. I have a goal. My first goal is 1,000. Once we hit 1,000, we'll go to 2,000, and we'll work our way through it. But for now, I just want to hit 1,000 people. That is my main goal. So, WWE Crown Jewel. What does one have to say about this? Everyone knows what happened in Saudi Arabia. I don't feel as if I need to go back over it. You know, a man was killed in a building that was by the Saudi government. There's evidence of it happening, and this man was, in ways that I won't go over on the channel, dismembered and murdered. WWE, though, decided they continued on with this venture, whether it be for legal purposes or, as some are saying, Vince McMahon just wants his money. He don't really care about anything else. I really want to feel hard-pressed to say that that's the case, but you don't know. You never know. So, I'm sorry for the sniffles. Maybe I'm getting sick. I'm not sure. But I am not doing this coverage because I think the views will be, I'll be popular. I still did it. No, I'm doing this because I sent out a tweet with a poll. People said they wanted me and JD to make sure we still did our coverage. JD will be working, so JD won't be here. JD was on the verge of saying he refused to do it anyways, and I was almost with him. But if people want us to do it, we're going to do it. So a lot of people in the community have refused to do it, and that is their priority, their prerogative, their choice, and I'm not going to bash them for going either way. And there are others. There's JD from New York, Cultaholic, and a couple of the people from What Culture are still going to react to this, still going to do their coverage of the show. I'm going to be one of those people. So I guess, you know, is dampering of a show as this is going to be, and as heavy as the feel's probably going to be for everyone here, and the fact that they're doing this in front of a country, and I'm not going to put the entire country under an umbrella of what a person or a few people are like in a country. The ones who are going there who are like real wrestling fans, I'm not going to say they don't deserve to see this show. However, this is being put on for a particular man who wants to use WWE as a means to push his agenda forward and to make us think that he is in a progressive country now. And when you look at the situation that happened, you can't honestly sit there and say that you believe him. I'm interested to see how WWE is going to approach this and how they're going to show, you know, like, okay, if you go back to the Greatest Royal Rumble, they had these little videos and vignettes of, you know, Saudi's 2028 goal or whatever it was, 2029 goal, and how they plan on doing things and how it's going to be the progressive country where everything's changing. I'm interested to see how they do it. And yes, my nose is just bugging me. I'm interested. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get onto this. As you can notice, I'm in a different location. I will be today and I will be tomorrow. Tissues. Excuse me, everyone. I got to cut that. 3, 2, 1. Different location. I will be here today. I will be here tomorrow. And Saturday, I'll be back my regularly scheduled area with JD's Q&A video. It's going to be his no holds barred, ask me anything Q&A with JD the Doofus. Shout out to you, JD. And we'll be back to doing business as usual. Man. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to get into this. This shouldn't take very long. There's really not a lot of matches. Def had to have build or are individual. You got the tournament and like 4 other matches. I honestly thought there was more, and maybe they will add something between today and tomorrow. I did see the tweets of the arena. I saw the responses of, oh, wow, that's funny. No beheaded bodies or anything being strung up. Like, it was bad. I understand, though. I understand the hate that it's getting. I guess so. So we're going to start out with the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. It's The Bar, which is now Cesaro, Sheamus, and Big Show versus The New Day, which is obviously Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. This is being built as a 6-man tag team match, I think. I guess The Bar is free birding the belts now, too, I guess. I'm not really sure. The build has been pretty lame. Big Show has had his 1,527th freaking face and heel turn to now join The Bar. Of course, it was a couple weeks ago that The Bar beat The New Day to regain for the 5th time their SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Out the gate, JD is picking The Bar to win simply because he hates The New Day. Now, I admit, Tuesday I was super hating on The New Day for reasons that are maybe a little dumb, but I don't really care. New Day coming out like the Brood. Look, I need The New Day to take things more seriously. I can't constantly have them being the laughing, ha-ha-ha, funny duo that they seem to want to be all the flipping time. So I'm just over it. However, I can see the New Day winning because Vince McMahon and company want to make the New Day the best tag team they've ever had in history. So I could see them probably giving the belts to the New Day. But only because of the fact that Sheamus and Cesaro won the belts a few weeks ago, I'm going to go ahead and I'm picking The Bar to retain their SmackDown Tag Team Championships. As far as the build and stuff goes, there was none. I've already said that. I don't really have any big interest in this match, as I don't really most of the matches that are on this card. I don't care. I guess I can leave it simply as that. So I'm moving on to the World Cup tournament to determine the best in the world. First issue with that. every single solitary individual in this match is American. Now, it's my knowledge, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, isn't usually people who are in a World Cup tournament usually representing different countries? I'm pretty sure that's the construct of a usual World Cup-like tournament. However, they've decided, well, we'll do 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown, and we'll determine who's the best in the world. Now, initially, John Cena was the first guy in this match, and he didn't have to qualify, which that plays into what happened Monday when they decided to change the field on us. Now, representing Raw, you will have Bobby Lashley, who is replacing John Cena because John Cena is smart enough to say, screw Crown Jewel. I'm not doing this show. I have a career outside of WWE. I'll be the one having to answer the questions. Y'all can kiss my ass. And he's not coming. And he stood his ground. And I'm fucking thrilled that John Cena did that. I'm glad that John Cena has decided he wants nothing to do with this fucking pay-per-view and says they can keep their money for that day. And fucking, for once, I'm going to, you know what? John Cena's going to come back and he's going to have a big face pop for it. Watch. Anyhow, so yes, John Cena decided he don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. He's a smart dude, so he's being replaced by Bobby Lashley. He's like, I'll take the money, and I have to do this because I'm not John Cena. He'll be taking on Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental / Tag Team Champion for Monday Night Raw. Also, you'll have Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler, which I think is going to be one hell of a match. Honestly, I think Kurt's been training to probably do these matches. You can't help but feel like Kurt's going to end up in the finals. And I'm going to break this down by Raw, then SmackDown, and by match, and I'll break it down that way. My prediction is Bobby Lashley will beat Seth Rollins only because of the fact that Dean Ambrose is going to mess him over, that Dean Ambrose is going to cost him this match. Therefore, because they're going to want to continue that storyline, right? And they're already pushing Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for TLC. It's already been announced on WWE.com that is a match for TLC with a bunch of others. I'll talk about that in a different video. But then you're going to have Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler. I don't see Dolph Ziggler beating Kurt Angle. It's simply not going to happen. So you will have Kurt Angle advancing to the, I guess, semifinals of this tournament to face Bobby Lashley, in which, again, Kurt Angle will beat Bobby Lashley. So my prediction is Kurt Angle is going to make it to the finals on the Raw side of things. Now on the SmackDown side of things, you have The Miz versus Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Now we've seen Rey versus Orton before. I expect that to be one hell of a freaking match. But I am, however, picking Rey Mysterio to beat Randy Orton, because I think Orton's going to have an issue with Ty Dillinger later down the line. That's my pick. That's the one I'm not sure on, but I see Randy Orton losing to Rey Mysterio because Rey just came back. He needs the win. Orton will be fine if he loses. It won't hurt Orton in any way. Here's another one I'm not exactly entirely sure. I'm picking The Miz to beat Jeff Hardy. So because Miz needs this, but then I'm also going to pick The Miz to beat Rey Mysterio. So my finals for the Crown Jewel tournament, I believe, will be The Miz versus Kurt Angle. Now, what makes this interesting is the fact that Shane McMahon on SmackDown said, if you're on SmackDown side and you don't win this, you just don't have a home. Now, if Miz makes it to the finals, Miz will win, because I don't see them taking Miz off of SmackDown. He's way too good for SmackDown, and you don't need him on Raw. He will flounder on Monday Night Raw. Plus, I see Miz having another run with maybe the U.S. title, but yet I could see them putting him back on Raw and then going for the IC title. I also want to, say I see Miz becoming WWE champion somewhere down the line, and then you having your Daniel Bryan-Miz feud rekindling. But if it's Rey Mysterio, then I can see Kurt Angle beating Rey Mysterio and then Rey being pushed to Raw. But I picked my finals. I picked The Miz, and I picked Kurt Angle. I'm picking Kurt Angle to win or to lose in the World Cup finals to The Miz, and for The Miz to be considered the best in the world. JD, however, I'm not really sure who he's picking for the finals, but he's pretty sure Seth Rollins is winning this tournament. So I think he wants it Ray and Rollins. I think that was his pick, was Ray and Rollins. I could be wrong. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. So this one, I'm not entirely sure. So is this World Cup tournament even? Is there even a point to this for me? No. I see no point in the World Cup finals. It's stupid. They're giving it this big thing to determine the best in the world, but honestly, it's all Americans. The only person you can even say had a little bit of difference is Rey Mysterio. Why couldn't you put freaking Drew McIntyre in this? Why couldn't you had someone like Sheamus put into this? Or even Finn Balor being put in this? Have some people who are kind of outside of the country. But nope, this is an all United States tournament to basically say the U.S. is the best in the world. It's just who's the best out of those best. That's basically what this comes down to. So moving on. The WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Excuse me. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. This match was originally scheduled to be Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, a match that I was super, super excited to see. But then when everything with Saudi Arabia came up and with the death of the journalists, that obviously changed because not only did John Cena decide he didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, so did Daniel Bryan. So WWE got creative, and they found a way to take Daniel Bryan off the show by on SmackDown Live having him versus AJ Styles one-on-one for the WWE Championship. Lemonade is so good. And that match was, especially for a television match, really great. Obviously wasn't in a mood on Tuesday to really care too much, but that match itself was really awesome. Of course, immediately following that match, you had to ask yourself during the match, before the match was even over, well, what are they going to do with AJ Styles? Are they just going to take him off the show completely, or are they going to get him a new opponent? They had Samoa Joe waiting. As soon as AJ won that match, here came Samoa Joe to swoop in and take and attack AJ Styles. Now, Daniel Bryan by no means is out of the title picture, I think, unless WWE decides, well, you don't want to go to Saudi Arabia, we're taking you out of the title picture, bro. That's just what it's going to be. So now we have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in Saudi Arabia for the WWE Championship. It's interesting to me that they went with Samoa Joe. I thought they were done with this feud. JD is so past AJ Styles being the WWE champion. I understand. I get it. But I also don't think that they are done with AJ Styles yet being the champion. He is this close to hitting that year mark. This close. He's only a couple of weeks away from hitting that 1 year mark. Will they do it? I'm not sure. Did they build this match? No, they did not, because they didn't have time to build this. It was just, hey, remember all that stuff we did a month or so ago? Yeah, well, I'm still wanting to get back at him, even though that last match at Hell in a Cell was supposed to be the last match, and I lost clean. But I'm not done with him yet. I'm like Braun Strowman Jr. I'm not finished with you yet. I put you in coquina clutch, choke you out, and all that stuff. Samoa Joe, and I talked about this on SmackDown. When I was watching SmackDown, I just had this feeling in my stomach that Samoa Joe is walking away with the WWE Championship. Now, I've had a couple days to process that, and now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not so sure that that is the case. Will Samoa Joe beat AJ Styles? I guess that is the question. With everything that they've done before this, with Joe always coming within inches of being the champion, within a count away from being the champion. And the fact that, this came out of nowhere, and AJ being just days away from hitting a year as champion. Will they pull the trigger and let Samoa Joe be the WWE champion? I thought so on Tuesday. After thinking about it, now I'm not so sure. So I'm actually going to pick AJ Styles to beat Samoa Joe. If I'm wrong, well, then I should have stuck with my original pick. But I just got this gut feeling now that with it being in Saudi Arabia and everything surrounding this show, I don't think they want to take the title away from AJ Styles. Also, concerning the Universal Championship match, and what they do in that, really to me will be the main determining factor. Now, I know this title will go on before that. No big shocker, right? I'm picking AJ Styles. JD is ready for AJ Styles to lose the championship, but he's also picking AJ Styles because he doesn't want AJ to win. So he's pretty sure they're going to go the opposite direction of what he's wanting. I guess that's good enough logic, right? And he's probably going to be right. So I'll just pick whoever opposite of JD picks from here on in. So yeah, AJ Styles will beat Samoa Joe and retain his WWE Championship. There wasn't a lot of build, but I expect this match to probably be better than their Hell in a Cell match. But because of where they are, everything surrounding it, I don't really expect a lot of big things to happen at this show. Nothing that's going to be like, oh my God, we're going to talk about this for years to come. Now, what will probably be the main event? The D-Generation X versus Undertaker and Kane. They have continued to build this match and bill it as the first time ever and make it like this is just such a big, massive thing. But in reality, it's not. Because in all the build that they've done, they have barely even referenced the fact that Shawn Michaels is having his first match in 8 years. Almost 9 years. It's like being overshadowed by, it's DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. Who cares? Why is Shawn Michaels being referenced as this is Shawn's first match in 8 years? Why is that not being elevated and talked about more? I mean, I don't understand the lack of care. And it's like, it's not a big deal, but in reality, it should be a big deal. Even when they were talking about this promo, Shawn didn't say, Undertaker showed me so little respect that I feel the need to come out of retirement to beat it into him or something of that nature. But instead, he's just like, yeah, I'm ready. All right, suck it. That was pretty much it. So if they don't care, even though they're trying to make it sound like this is such a big deal, and it's not. It's really not. And I love DX. I'm a huge fan of D-Generation X. And I don't care. I don't need a bunch of 50-year-olds, one who's got 2 bad hips, one who needs to just go back to doing his job and be the mayor, and Triple H who needs to stay in his suit unless he's going to be wrestling someone like a Batista or putting over a younger talent. They all need to just stay away. I don't want Shawn Michaels' first match back being at this stupid Saudi Arabia show where most people won't even be watching because they'll either be at work or picketing this damn thing because they don't want to watch it because they killed somebody. But we're supposed to be hyped that Shawn Michaels is wrestling again. No one will even be watching. That's the saddest part. That is the absolute saddest part. So, I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Are you excited about Shawn Michaels coming back? Now, this does lead to a potential one-on-one match with Shawn and The Undertaker at Survivor Series or even WrestleMania. That would be cool. Why can't that be his first match back? Did they have to be at the Saudi Arabia show? Could we have put someone else in this match? Perhaps we could have had, AOP wrestling for the tag team championships instead of having this match. We didn't need Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and Kane in this match. But I guess the Prince, this is what he wants. This is what we're going to give him, right? Fuck all that noise. Seriously. Like, it gets my blood boiling knowing that one of my childhood favorites is wrestling in a country that killed a man. That to be his first match back. And no one will be watching. Now, sure, WWE is going to tout this as this was a huge thing that everyone had to watch, and it's not going to be the case. They'll find some metrics to say, oh, yeah, look at all the 18-year-olds who skipped school today came to watch. Bullshit. Bullshit. But I do have to make a pick. JD is picking the Brothers of Destruction because he hates Triple Trash, known to us as Triple H. I am also picking the Brothers of Destruction to beat DX because I think this will set up Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker later down the line. That's my pick. So I'm going to move on to the Universal Championship. Now, this is a match that is Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, which JD actually prefers more than having a triple threat that they were going to have because he wants to see Lesnar-Strowman. He didn't get to watch it when they did it at No Mercy last year. Now, all of this came about because of something very tragic that I'm not going to beat on because they beat on it enough on Raw. That being Roman Reigns having his battle with leukemia. I am not going to harp on this because, like I said, on Raw, it was like every other segment was, hey, did you know Roman Reigns has leukemia? Hey, Roman Reigns has leukemia. Look, these kids are saying, hey, I hope he gets better. Hey, Roman Reigns has leukemia. That's why you turned on us. Hey, Roman Reigns has leukemia. Did you know that? That's all you heard the entire damn night was Roman Reigns has leukemia. And it's tragic. It's so tragic that this happened to him. So they were forced to change the plans, and they did probably what was the most uncreative thing they could have done, which was just, we'll just take him out and make this a one-on-one match. They talked about how, Baron Corbin and Stephanie McMahon have been, talking all day about what to do with the Universal Championship. And all they did was say, well, let's just take Roman out of the match and just make it these two. And that's what they did. So, hey, good on them. So I had to wake someone up. She's fallen asleep. Now, I don't know if they're going to make there be a winner in this match. Drew McIntyre has already made it very clear that he's going to be watching this match. Drew McIntyre has made it very clear that he has investment in this match. Now, I don't know if that means he's going to get involved or if he's just going to wait till there's a winner and then he's going to show his face and then get involved then. But there's a rumor that Brock Lesnar is winning this match and then he's taking the championship with him to the UFC after Survivor Series when he'll face either AJ Styles or Samoa Joe in champion versus champion. I would not be opposed to another Brock Lesnar AJ Styles match because that was probably Brock Lesnar's best match. But they're also saying, and it's one of the announced matches that have been announced, Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre at TLC. These two will probably be partners in the the men's Survivor Series match. This is a hard one to really, really predict and to pick a winner because of all the factors going into this. Will they finally say, let's pull the trigger and let's give the championship to Braun Strowman? Or will they again give the title to Brock and let him hold it till WrestleMania season, then finally deciding who they want to replace Roman Reigns? Because there's no telling how long Roman will be out if he comes back. I think he will, but the reality of the situation is there's a chance he might not. there is that small bit of reality that he might not. So they got to predict something. Now, if I had a guy that I would personally pick, it would be Drew McIntyre. I would have no winner in this match. And then on Raw this week, I would have a Universal Championship and let Drew McIntyre or Braun Strowman be the champion, where the winner faces the WWE champion at Survivor Series. And that's where I'd go from there. Then you could have those two feud. But there's that chance that they're going to put the belt back on Brock Lesnar. That's who JD's pick is. JD's picking Brock Lesnar to become the WWE champion again, or the Universal champ again. And I think there's a high probability that he's right. But again, you got to look at the whole fact that they're in Saudi Arabia. Everything's happening because they won't even mention the fact that Crown Jewel is in Saudi anymore. At first it was, Crown Jewel from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now it's just Crown Jewel. They say nothing else. Not where they're going to be. It's like they're trying to hide it. Holy crap, all this talking is killing my throat. So you really got to look at it from all different perspectives when you really want to think about who has the best chance of winning this. So truthfully, and I don't know how many people are predicting this because I've not watched anyone else's predictions yet. I'm going out on a limb. No one wins this match. This match ends in a draw. Not Brock Lesnar, not Braun Strowman. Neither win. They both walk away without the championship. And they determine a champion to be determined, probably on Monday Night Raw. That is my prediction. I'll probably be wrong. WWE will probably put the belt on Lesnar or Strowman and make it like this the biggest freaking deal ever. That's probably what they'll do. Oh, we got to have that big moment to close Crown Jewel. But I'm predicting no winner. That is my predictions for this entire show. Overall, I just don't care. I really don't care. So, I am Zach. Follow us on all our social medias. Go to Twitter. Go to Facebook. Get on Patreon and become a patron. Join the nation. Doesn't matter what you give us. Go ahead and join us on TeePublic and buy some merch. We got the Kissing Bandit t-shirt. We got the old Squared Circle t-shirts, the new Squared Circle t-shirt, the Yo Bro Nation t-shirt. Go get that stuff. Every little thing you guys do today and tomorrow, anything you all give us, whether it be through Streamlabs or buying merch, I will donate all the proceeds to a charity that me and JD have decided on, and I will announce what that charity is tomorrow. So, honestly, guys, I want to thank you all so very much, again, for all the support you all gave us over this past weekend with Evolution, and all the support you all gave us for all our Halloween videos. If you haven't seen any of those, you can go onto the channel. We got our Halloween special. That went up live last night. It's a hoot. It's not meant to be scary. It's meant to be fun. So if you don't like it, that's fine. If you're expecting one thing, cool. But it's a fun video. So go check out that video. You can go check out Jake Capone. Jake might be joining me tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to watch the show. He might be one of those people who are against it. Either way, thank you guys. I will see you all you guys live at 10:45 Central Standard Time tomorrow when I begin the live stream for WWE's Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. So Lynn, yo bros, and have a good day or night. Peace out.